Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. It's been a heck of a day. Hello, Fuzzy McPenthusiast. Plain Water, Jason. Oh my gosh. Glenn, LD Industries. Everybody. Let me check. I just got to make sure everything is cooking along right. I apparently kazoo and fork are closest emojis you have to a pen. Ah, I don't know why I haven't. Give me just a second. I need to gather my thoughts here. Everything working? I don't know if YouTube is working today. Um, I don't know. Clearly, everybody sees me. I think y'all hear me. Somebody say something. Bueller, do you need a salad spinner emoji? Okay. Um, you're there. All right. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Um, I've got more windows open on my desk than I care to admit. It's kind of embarrassing. Let me shorten that up. It's been a heck of a. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. I checked in. We're good. YouTube apparently is cooking. I don't know. Maybe there's nobody on YouTube. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, there we go. We've got some Russells in there. All right. Very good. All right. Now that I don't know why nobody was showing up in my chat. So yesterday, I decided not to stream. It's your sister's birthday today. Well, happy birthday to her. Your favorite sister, I'm sure. Yesterday, I decided to take the day off. Tuesday's Lisa's late day, so I was able to. I got up, got the packages out, and Lindsay was here to do some photography. I had some paper order. A paper order arrived, and then I started moving stuff over to the new warehouse. So I spent pretty much the whole day doing that, and I felt it was necessary. We've got a truck rented for Sunday, but I want to make sure everything that I can get in the car. And the VW Passat's really a pretty spacious little sedan. I mean, I shouldn't call it a little sedan, but it's not like it's not like a Lincoln. Um, and so I spent the rest of the day doing that, and it was if I hadn't had to wait so long to get my paper order coming in, I would have actually finished everything because I had to go. I had to get up early this morning, drive Lisa to work. Then I had to make one last trip, and then I've got some more stuff to do. But the rest of the week will be pretty easy. So I'm a little fried from yesterday, and then I've been dealing with. Want to thank all those folks that are having. I've been having some problems with people checking out on the website. It's never a good thing when people want to give you money and they can't give you money. There's no way to do it. And the error messages are vague at best, and one hand blames the other, and the support is questionable, and so I've been dealing with that, and I think we're on the right track. I think we've got enough information in the error message to identify what the problem is, but I need like a human being to actually get back to me. And so if any of you have been affected by this weird glitch that you can't check out, I am aware of it. I mean, I'm getting orders in all the time. It's just that there are some people just can't, for whatever reason, can't check out, and I don't know how to fix it yet. I'm further ahead now, so I was a little bit late getting in, but Um, you had that problem checking out. Yeah, you had to use a different payment source. Yeah, okay. UPS is being slow. The package sent to me last Saturday is still trying to escape your state. Oh my god. So anyway, I'm working on that. I appreciate your patience. I will get it figured out. We'll get it figured out eventually. Um, I hope sooner than later because I don't need I don't need that mess. But in positive news, moving into your flashbacks of driving to pen shows. I don't know. Um, you know, I think I did an all-time record yesterday. I went through. I counted. I counted. I went through 32 roundabouts yesterday. and, and when I was done, Lisa's like, "Oh, well, let's go out to dinner." I'm like, "You drive. I'm not going through any more roundabouts." Because the more I thought about it, the more it was. Because at first I thought, well, it's like it's 25. And then I'll go, well, yeah, then drive it in. And then oh, it's 32. Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done. Done. Um, Driving to pen shows. Yeah, I mean, it was okay. It was okay. But we're getting moved in. The problem is I had to take everything in, right? I had to take everything off the racks in the shelving so I can move the shelving. And I can't move the shelving until Sunday. So now I've got boxes of stuff just sitting on the ground. It just drives me nuts. Um, and I've got this. In Maine, you call them rotaries. Okay, I went through 32 rotaries yesterday. Um, and I've got this. We've got this huge desk, and it's ginormous. If any of y'all in Wisconsin and you want a free desk, um, shoot me an email, and you can have this thing. It's one of these kind of corner desks. It's like 90 inches one way and 96, I think, the other way. And I just want it out so I can move my stuff in. Um, it's free. You have to supply the manpower in the truck. If not, like in a week, we're gonna have to pay to dispose of it because it's got to go. But I got my internet hooked up today, which is fantastic. Um, Maybe most importantly for you music lovers out there, I actually got my Bluetooth speaker. I found it in the box, 90 inches by 96 inches. Yes, that is correct. It is big. And I'm not 100% sure how it comes apart. It's got to come apart, but yeah. Got my wireless Bluetooth speaker. I found that in a box somewhere. Got that hooked up. A couple other things. So yeah, it's coming along. Met the very nice mail lady today. So she's on board with bringing buckets and picking up mail every day. That was good. So always good to have a friendly mail carrier. So, yeah, I mean, most of them are fairly friendly, most of them, but sometimes you get the occasional grumpy guy or the one that's, um, in a hurry. So anyway, all right, today, good afternoon, Vlad. You could fit a lot of desk sets on a desk set size. And I had, if I didn't have the space allocated, and it's not a huge space. It is much bigger than what I currently have, and it's going to allow me to do repairs and everything in there. It's perfect for what I need right now, and it'd be perfect for the next year or two or three. But it's like it's a command center. I mean, it's got drawers and it's got all sorts of stuff going on, file cabinets in it. But I need it gone. Anyway, so today we're going to look at a couple of client pens that came in the mail yesterday and today. I want to get those started and on the way. We'll see you, Fuzzy. Thanks for tuning in. Have I tried the Noodler's Boston Safety Pen? What's your opinion about it? Well, I mean, it's a pretty accurate copy of the More Safety. Uh, I'm not a Noodlers fan, so it's not. There are better pens you could spend your money on, I think. So anyway, so I've got a couple client pens I want to get started on. I've got to cut out early, probably going to hit it at about 4 o'clock, so we got about hour 45 to work with today. I'm going to take some more pen repair stuff over to the warehouse, and then pick Lisa up and call it a day. So we should be good for tomorrow as well. You're welcome. You're welcome. Um, we should be good for tomorrow, but anything changes, I'll let you know. I mean, I pretty much burned myself out yesterday getting everything done. So, all right, let's see what we got here today. Get to know her floating schedule of her day off and her weekend off. Mail delivery is questionable when the regular mail isn't off yet. Oh yeah. No, she was real cool. In fact, the first thing she said is, she says, well, I said, because I did all my mail last night and I got it ready. I took it into to the office because I knew it was going to be there because I had to meet the internet guy. So I couldn't be here for my regular pickup, which is like around 10:30 in the morning. And she says, well, I'll tell all my subs. I said, I'm not going to be, you won't see me again until Tuesday. I said, I won't be here tomorrow or Friday, and Monday you're off. So, or Saturday. I said, but I said, I'll be here Tuesday. She goes, I'll tell all my subs. I'll tell them to bring buckets. I'll tell them, always come in and check and yada, yada, yada. So it was pretty good. So, all right, let's take a look at what we got on the bench. We've got, we're going to look at this guy a little bit today too. See if that jewel comes out. Looks like we got a Parker Parquet here. Lever filler. We've got an Esterbrook J. We got some extra spare parts here that we don't need. There's the sack. They included the sack, so we're gonna throw that. J-Bar's toast. We're gonna throw that. Already apart. He's done half the work for me. That guy comes apart. I've got a number of repairs coming in soon, so I just want to try to get some of these that are reasonably easy. Get them in and out. We've had a lot of inquiries on pen repairs, so I'll try to keep up on those. I'm also way far ahead on vintage repairs for the site. I mean, so far ahead that I've got 150, 200 that haven't been photographed yet, so. All right, nib's got a little crimp in it. That's no good. Fairly straightforward though. Let's drop those in there. And, strange on your phone with YouTube only. Your comments on my comments on the chat are appearing on my screen, but on my TV with YouTube, everyone's comments appear. Yeah, so the comments on the screen are from Twitch. Am I taking repairs? You got a Schaefer and a 51 that needs some work. The Schaefer is just a second thing. Yeah. Shoot me an email. hello@cardinalpens.com, and um, and we can make arrangements. I've got a new, well, obviously I got a new address now, so I'll have to give you the new address. I know you're not a fan of New York City and chance of the Empire State Pen Show. It's not that I'm not a fan of New York City. I was not a fan of the Long Island Pen Show, and for a number of reasons, maybe the least of which was the location. It was hard, as a vendor, was really hard to get to. It was impossible to park. There was theft. Um, it rained every stinking year while you were trying to set up. But as far as getting to the Empire Show, no, I will not be attending. I'll have to send you. Yeah. I'll get it to you this afternoon. Yes, Russell. It looks like you're the only one on YouTube today, but you keep chatting there, buddy. You're chatting for the rest. All right, let's see what this mess is here. We got a touchdown. Desk pen. I think it's a touchdown. Yeah, sure is. It is nasty inky. Yeah, I accidentally wow, is this a disaster? We'll figure that out. I gave somebody I won't say my old address, but I didn't know what the new warehouse address was, and somebody was sending out some repairs to me, and it's fine. They'll get. Yeah, I mean they're coming to my house, so. It's not gonna be one of these deals, is it? Oh, heavens. Well, if that's a screw, there's no slot on the head of this screw anymore. The head is gone. And I think we had this problem before, and then what we did is made the problem worse because we like cut off the tube, and although in that case we couldn't get the section off. Yeah, that O-ring is. Nothing like a. Yeah, it doesn't even look like a screw. Brown. It's brown. Would you recommend an Estabrook J as a first attempt at pen repair? I picked one up at Antique Shop. It's in really good shape. The lever looks good and the nib is good. Old set came off easy. Yeah, it's just Estabrook is the perfect pen. Well, okay, so here is yeah, here's the rest of the problem that compounds everything here is there's a crack in the barrel. So this whole thing, and yeah, Don, stay in for Russell here. He's holding his own on the YouTube side. Yeah, I wonder if this trumpet looks bad. I mean, this is just a disaster. Okay, well, just made a mess of my drill bit, but oh, that's disgusting. My back's strong and sturdy. Well, you know, I've lifting all sorts of crap the last couple of days. I woke up this morning, I was stiff. All right, so this guy, all right, I should check the rest of the pen because he needs a barrel and I can't get the blind cap screw off, so I mean the taper's not there. Every once in a while I should try some good professional back and head massage. Kind of do wonders. Yeah, I probably should. It's been a while since I had a massage. This purple ink, I wonder what this nastiness was. It's really... Well, Hans, I need the whole barrel, the whole thing. And actually, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna step and see it. I might. Shit. And I moved the parts too. I don't think I have these parts anymore. I think they're over at the warehouse. Give me just a minute. I want to pop over in the next room and see. You can see it's got a crack in the barrel. It's got a crack actually in the back. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I need the whole thing. Hang on, I'll be right back. Yeah, I know. You were unloading your car while listening. Were you unloading pen stuff from your car into your car, out of your car? Um, yeah, I moved that box already. That bin apart. I very well might have this. It's a pretty big. I don't know though. I might not have it. It's it's a pretty large. Almost fat touchdown size. Funny how they didn't mention there's a huge crack in it. I hope it's got sentimental value because otherwise it's going to cost more than a pen's worth to repair. The other night you had a dream that someone sent you a salad spreader and you were thinking you need to retrofit it now. uh, well, we'll hold off on that. I'll be able to check in a couple hours. I just need to remember to. If I get a text or a call from Lisa, that means I've missed my my pickup. Slap your head. I don't want somebody to slap my head. We've got time. I've got pens we can test. Right with. Lesnar, the 6th. What kind of pens are you fixing? Fountain pens, yes. Yeah, we've got a Parquet, we got an Esterbrook, we've got a very sad Schaefer touchdown desk pen. And the mustard colored pen on the left is a Parker 51. Yellowstone or mustard, I guess is we typically call it. And I may have to get up at some point to get the mail because I've got the new Twisby arriving. So if any of y'all ordered the new Affogato, it's coming in today. You must have 50 Schaefer Imperial desk pen bodies and tapers, but 0 of that earlier large one in brown, other than the 2 complete pens on sets. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. This is not going to be a fun repair. I don't suspect they knew that this had a crack in it. They certainly didn't tell me about it. When it picks a new Twisby color looks nice, might need that one. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know they had such a thing as a breakfast series. Making me hungry. I actually spoke with Philip Wang today. He called me. So hopefully I'll be able to see what this new pen looks like, but usually they're in and out, and then it was a little more expensive. But that bronze trim really kind of ups the price a little bit. All right, let's see. You need another fountain pen like you need another hole in your head? You've lost count how many you own? Yeah, well, I get it. I get it. Well, it'll be nice starting next week when I don't have to worry about package delivery showing up at the house. You added, never could have too many. You added 2 to your collection this afternoon. Nice. All right, so this has got that little sack tray in it. So I'm going to go with the 48 just to kind of keep it. See if we can even get it in here. One nice thing about them is they will compress that sack quite full. You're waiting to see if the Diamond Inkman 2025 will get screwed up with England not shipping packages to the U.S. until the tariff confusion is figured out. Yeah, it's really screwing stuff up, isn't it? It's starting to affect a lot of people, including myself. All right. Oh, there it is. It's like looking for my scissors. It's right there. Let's see how the sections are doing. I guess you can't cut them until the sections are out. We're going to need to knock that out. And we're going to probably need to knock this one out too so I can straighten this. Blows through pretty good though. We'll cut the sacks though first. Actually, I can shellac that sack on. Well, got some shrinkage in that cap. Inner cap, actually. Time to clean out my spinner here. Missed me yesterday? Yeah, I was busy moving stuff. I don't want to ruin the patina. Lots of moving. Did the Schaefer Lifetime with the striped barrel ever come with the black cap? No, not to my knowledge. Gold fill cap, yes, in like a crest, but not a black cap. You probably got a mismatch. Hans will correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. Oh, I gotta knock that out. It's interesting to watch two different live streams at the same time. Monday, Juicy Broads was doing a live stream part of the time. Then your live stream was going on. Am I in the new place? No, not yet. We're moving. I've got a few small things that I'm going to move yet today. Mainly repair things. And then Sunday, after a good hearty breakfast, we're renting a truck and we're moving, the bench and the computers and all that stuff. But I didn't want to have to I want to make sure that shipping can still happen. So I'm trying to keep shipping in play as much as I want to get all this. Like, I got a couple boxes of paper yesterday. And like all my packages that have come in the last couple weeks, I've just kept at the house, So I've got like, piles of boxes that the cats do not find funny. All over the living room. Because I didn't want to, I don't want the hassle of having to take them to my current warehouse. and then have to move them again. So, so yeah, next week we'll be streaming. We should be good to go by Tuesday. Yep, that's a crappy looking feed there. Tuesday we should be streaming from the new place. I should be. I like to see if you can blow through. You see all that gunk in the feed. No matter how long you put an Esterbrook nib in the ultrasonic, it's not going to always get this kind of stuff. How many rooms in the new place? There's kind of like a small area that we'll use for photography. And then there's a kind of a one long-ish room that will house inventory and shipping. And then there is kind of a room, an area. It's not really a room. There's no doors, right? There's a room kind of off to the side that is somewhat hidden, and that will be where the repair ends up being. Yeah, there was a black lifetime bounce with alternating clear and black stripes in the barrel, forming an ink window. Yeah. Yeah, colored stripes always had a matching. That's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I really wasn't thinking about that weird variant. And that would have been a vac. But I've got inventory in like 1, 2, 3, 4 places right now. We quickly went from, well, we don't need a warehouse to we need a warehouse, and then we need a bigger warehouse, and so. Can you get a Crest masterpiece in anything other than black? Aha, now that I want to see. In rose glow. That is going to work so much better. I think my internet at the new place is a little bit better than what I got here too, so that would be always a bonus. Greetings from Cornwall. What's on the slab tonight? We've got this is microgloss number 5, my preferred cleaning mechanism some days. We've got a Parker Parquet We got a 51 mustard that will drudgingly tackle. We need to tighten the clip, but the clip screw won't come off. So, you know, it's been soaking for, I don't know how, I've lost count how many days now. So we'll touch that in a minute. We got an Esterbrook. We've got a very, very, very sad brown Schaefer touchdown desk pen. That's I, I it'd be a miracle if we can get this thing fixed. Which is too bad because I shouldn't even bothered to soak the sack protector because I don't think we're gonna be able to do this one without the right part. I really don't want to be hanging on to stuff forever. Rose gold too early for the metal caps. Rose gold crest masterpiece would be amazing. I would take a rose gold crest. Do they make that? Carmine's okay, but you know if they didn't have rose glow, you'd be like, oh, Carmine's really awesome. They really needed a blue though. Bring back the desk pen. Ideal to keep by the landline. Boy, aren't you in luck? Pretty soon, I will have about little over 2 dozen desk sets up for sale on the site. On the farm, you were constantly repairing pens. The pigs are always knocking down their pens, as were the goats. Yeah, you repaired a lot of pens. All right, different kind of pen, but the desk pen is serious sentiment of that. I could try to come up with a placement for you. I'll check. We'll talk. I suspect this person has owned it since the beginning of time. You can use a taper to dial a rotary your phone. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got, at last count, 27, I think was the number. And my daughter is working on the images as time permits. I'm kind of a little sad that I didn't get them listed early because now I'm going to have to move them, which is really going to stink. It's not the word I want to use, but there we go. Moving 27 desk sets is just... I could leave them here and then as they sell, just bring them into the office. That way I don't have to, but if I sell all 27 of them, then, I mean, one of the last times I did a desk set sale, and it was, gosh, it was two store locations ago. I gotta take this one apart. I was shocked. I had like 20, and I think I sold every one of them. You would love Ranga to do basis dimension dispense. Yeah, I mean, what I find silly is these companies that make desk pens. Like, doesn't even Nokia makes a desk pen. They do make a trumpet. They do make a stand, but it's like not standard issue or something. Platinum makes one. They don't make a desk base for it. No. Like, why don't you do that? You also won't be able to enjoy the beauty and majesty in your home if you move them. Well, I will be spending at least 8 hours a day at the new warehouse. So there is that. Maybe I need to bring one to the new warehouse though. Pilots still make a desk space. I feel like I should know that. I haven't seen. I haven't seen one and never seen one. Pilot does make a desk stand. Really? Is this a new thing? Because I don't remember them ever having one. Style and Style has one. They made them back in the day. Some gorgeous ones. Yeah. Doesn't every desk need a desk set? Yeah. Yeah. The normal Lisa. Yeah. Yeah. She's. You know, that tide's gonna turn. I guarantee you. When I list those 26, 27 sets, take a set with me every day. I'll be done in a month. Yeah. Or I could just take them when they sell, and then the problem is they're on a bookshelf I want to use for other things. Although I know there are some really great sets in that grouping. And I know like half a dozen of them are going to sell right away. You're surprised I only have 26 or 27. Well, see, what I didn't say is I have no room for any more. Um, I have pens. I have bases. I have no more room to assemble them. I've restored lots of desk pens. But I need to get rid of what's good and ready to go so that I can start the next batch of sets. I literally have no more room for them. We just found so many this year that it's ridiculous. You ever heard of Morris? Morris brand desk sets picked up an antique shop. Has the Art Deco style base and original box. Needs to be fixed. Is it a Morissette or a Morrison? Yeah. They're like a dipless, Esterbrook dipless set. Anybody know if or how you can remove Renaissance wax? That's a good question. Uh, it's never something you want to use, that's for sure. What is the name for the tool on your work cloth? I believe you said jeweler's. I got a jeweler's hammer here. I got this is. I don't actually know what the proper term for this is. This is a knockout block. This I think is used for. You can get these for working with beads and things, but they're round. They work really really well for nibs. Jewelers round nose. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, round nose pliers. I've had them forever, so I don't really know. I got one of the sides good, but the other side is still. Still a little wonky. YouTube on the phone, YouTube on TV is in sync. So your voice is echoing. Yeah, dental tools are really useful if you can get them. Problem is you can't really get them from your. They're hard to get from your dentist anymore. Because they typically use um, handles with replaceable ends now. Yeah, Harbor Freight's got everything, right? I've got a carpenter who swears by Harbor Freight, and he says, if something goes wrong, I just go and buy another one. You've seen some interesting repurposing done in the name of pen repair. Happy Pens altered an expansion bolt to use as a cap puller. Yeah. I mean, they don't always have the best stuff available. But, if you're doing stuff for your house and you only need to have it once. Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes it is nice to have quality tools for sure. Yeah, I mean, your standard wrenches and your socket sets, stuff that's gonna last you a long time. I've had the same Craftsman socket set for how old am I? I got it when I was in. Parents got it for me when I was in college, maybe. When I was interested in cars, I mean, I've had it 30, maybe 35 years, and it's one of those things that whenever I use it, I always take the time, put everything back in its spot. I don't lend the tools out. I don't, if we're gonna do a job, you take the whole kit apart, you take the whole kit with you, and then you find the tools that you're looking for, and then you put them back when you're done. But yeah, I've had it 30, probably 35 years at this point. Getting genuine pen tools can get really pricey. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Because you need half a dozen tools for any any given job, right? And any of those tools can be anywhere from 50 to $80 a piece. I was in college studying music, and your parents gift you a socket set. Well, see, I used to um I used to also like working on cars. So I had um at one point I had a 1970 Mustang that I worked on, and then I bought, for some reason, I don't know why. I can't for the life of me think why I did this, and I thought it was a good idea. Um, I bought from a buddy of mine a 1964. We've talked about this before, I think. 1964 Corvair Monza convertible. It was the most disaster of a car ever. Um, It just needed so. It was actually, it had apparently been in an accident. They replaced the whole front clip off of a 63. Um, I had to replace the entire floor pan. It was just a disaster. It was just really no. It was not a lot of fun. I mean, it was. I guess it was a lot of fun. All right, let's see how that works. But yeah, so they got me tools for a while. Um, Probably because I was borrowing dad's all the dang time, and um, and everybody needs a set of tools, good tools. So yeah, things like socket sets. Yeah, you get things that you're going to use around the house. Yeah, I mean, um, like a tile cutter. I, I get that at Harbor Freight, I suppose, if I were into that, which I'm not. So or rent, I guess you could just rent. Your brother got your dad's tool cabinet after he passed away. Yeah, that's special. You just synced up the 98 mustard. It just became your everyday carry. Great. Yeah, it looks like it's brand new. You're welcome. That that client had an amazing collection of pens, and I swear 90% of them were never inked. They couldn't have been. They just couldn't have been. Or they had the most regimented cleaning procedure of anybody I've ever seen ever. You mean like nobody gets a pen perfectly clean. There's always some evidence of water, ink, something somewhere, and I don't know that 90% of these pens were ever used. You should figure out a way to use a tile cutter to help fix pens. Right here, right here. This is what you need a tile cutter for. The center aisles at Lidl and Aldi have some weird and wonderful tool finds. Do you have them in the States? We don't have Lidl, but Aldi we do have some. I confess to having been. It wouldn't make it any worse. Yeah, I confess to only having been in Aldi like once. I don't remember why we Lisa and I were like on date night a few months ago, and I don't know if we were just in the area or what the deal was, but we went there looking for something to grab for dessert, and there we were. Oh, we were looking for ice cream. Is there a Lidl in the U.S.? The only reason I know them is um, because they sponsor the Lidl Trek cycling team. In some parts of the U.S., like Eastern Seaboard, probably I would imagine. I'm guessing. Top of my head. East and South. Yeah. Oh, maybe West Coast. But I got nothing in the Midwest that I've seen. Nothing here in the Midwest. You got a Lidl near you, Vlad? Okay. Today I learned. I had no idea they're in the U.S. They sponsor a heck of a cycling team. That's all I can tell you. Only way I know them. There's not a lot of U.S. based sponsors in cycling. So, although it's primary European. Oh, well, hey, let's take care of this first, huh? Weird size O-ring sets, strange gaskets. Interesting. Outside of pens, I don't really fix much. I'm not very good at. Excuse me. Oh, man. Blew all those things on my keyboard. I'm not really good at fixing stuff. I'm pathetically bad at it, actually. I can do certain things, I guess. I know how to refinish floors, hardwood floors. I can do that. But if it involves drilling something, forget it. You thought Dick's Drive-In has the best ice cream? I don't know about that. I mean, it's Wisconsin. There's a ton of options. I bet I've actually only been there once. We have two different stores in Maine that have several stores each. Martin's and also Rennie's. Did I pronounce that right? You never know what they'll have. They go across the country buying out lots of in-run stuff. Huh, interesting. The little farm stand that made ice cream in the summer. Black raspberry, huh? Oh, let's try that one again. The problem with pens that have a little breather tube or something sticking out the back, sometimes it's really hard to. Um, yeah, what is in that bottle? You're excited about what's in the bottle. It's shellac, amber shellac. Used for all sorts of things. Pen related. All right. Those should be good to go tomorrow. Look at this. 328. We might get around to looking at this silly jewel in the 51. I just want to clean this out. There is a slimmer chance, and I got all the parts for this. This pen. Can you use shellac to glue plastic and metal? What's the application? I mean, depends on what you're doing. But typically shellac is used in pen repair for putting sacks on sections, sealing Parker 51 hoods. Partly because it's an easy reversible option. It can be reversed with a little bit of heat. It will soften and release. You're welcome. This whole pen is a disaster. Everything about this is just. You know what? I'm gonna put that in there for now. Maybe he'll just have me put it back together and seal it up. I don't even want to even think of what's in the trumpet here. I bet I'm going to stick this Q-tip in here and it's going to be as purple as can be. Ta-da! That's not too bad, actually. Must be going, Juicy Lucy. Bet is calling. Lovely chat. See you next time. Sounds good. See you tomorrow. Well, thankfully I know where this box of parts is. Not going to spend too much time on that though. Probably shouldn't be spending any time on this at all. I'm going to remain optimistic that we can find that part. I'm going to remain optimistic. Hello, hello, Friedrich. We got a couple minutes to try to mess with this stupid thing. Now I'm moving to plan B. C, D. What plan are we on? Maybe the same barrel is something more common. If it gets desperate, measure just the barrel and you'll look. The screw probably can be removed from the taper. Well, like I said, it's pretty mashed. Wait, 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 wait. Parker 51 jewel issues broken jewel in the clip retention screw. No, the problem is the clip is loose. Um, and so I just want to. But I got to get the they got to get the jewel out so I can tighten it. All right. It'll be my lucky day. I should buy a lottery ticket. Try to line it up with the decoration that's on the top of the cap. Somberlin, what's up today? Yeah, today we're I can't believe this came off. I really am I'm really very happy. Um we're gonna fix the clip on this 51 double jewel mustard Yellowstone. Um we had a bent nib on a Parquet, an Esterbrook that we had to disassemble the nib unit on. A disaster of a Schaefer touchdown desk pen. There, now that's tight. Now, the hardest part, making sure this is clean. With threads back in easily. All right. I think we're good to go. I'm just going to give a slight touch to the jewel. Well, that makes me happy. Because I hate doing those. Yeah, it's a nice looking pen. Unfortunately, there's a. I mean, this is a match set. Um, well, they both have the same owner's name engraved on them. I'm guessing it is a matched set. Um, I guess it's possible that the pencil was bought at a different time than the pen, and then engraved later. I guess that's a possibility, but not really. Yeah, it's a match set. What would you say is your favorite vintage pen and why? Um, Let me think about that. Yeah, this is mustard. Yellowstone is what they call this, Yellowstone. What is the rarest color in a 51? Um, what is the rarest color in a 51? Nassau's up there, I suppose. On a 51, your rarity comes really from the cap. Test market red, yeah. Any any 51 in a red band? I think are they all black, I think. Favorite vintage fountain pen. Hmm. Well, that's a tough question. I will for sure say it is not a 51. I like the 45 a lot. Is it my favorite? If I was going to pick one, probably not the 45. I like it a lot. I think there's a lot to be said for it. I think it's really undervalued, underappreciated. Um, Believe it or not, it's not a Parker. It's probably not going to be a Parker. And I guess it depends on what we're classifying as why is it my favorite. What kind of favorite is it? The one that keeps coming to my head is is a pen that I need to get fixed, and it's been sitting next to my bench here for 8 months, and actually it's been in need of repair for longer than that. Oversized balance in black. I really like with a two-tone nib. Um, oh yeah, plum. I forgot about plum. Yeah, plum is a tough one. I mean, if we're talking aerometrics, yeah, plum is definitely uh, the color. Prototypes, yeah. This cap is gold filled. It's not solid. You know, Empire cap's a nice nice cap to have if you got one of those. Valve 45 comes from the vast array of choices, even if not easily found today. Yeah, I mean, a stub in orange is really a great. It's kind of a great 45, right? Esterbrook, yeah, but I like my. Where is it? Do I still have it here? This pen has needed repair longer than I can count. Only because I love the nib, you know. Oversized is beautiful. I love this clip. Um, this nib is fantastic, two-tone. It's just really great. But I got this problem with the lever that broke on me. You can't see why I liked it. It's just such a big, comfortable, comfortable writing pen. And I've got another barrel for it, except that I just need to take this lever out is what I need to do. I just haven't done it. This parts pen is not anywhere near as nice. But I told the story before. I did a video years ago on my top 5 favorite vintage pens, and this was one of them. And then after the video, um, I went to go fill it up, and then this happened to the lever. The lever literally just snapped in half. And that was it. Um, yeah, single dual Nassau. Yeah, yeah, that's a weird one. Is that the Admiral? This is oh, my Schaefer model numbers are lacking. Is this the 8C? I can't remember. The oversized. It's the big guy in black. I like them in other colors too. I just happen to have them in black. One of these days I'll try to. Yeah. Schaefer Triumph. Yeah, I like Triumph nibs for sure. I like inlaid nibs too. I mean, as far as like pseudo modern, um, Schaefer Legacy is really a great pen. Yeah, Legacy. Yeah. Legacy or Legacy Heritage. I mean, the first generation Schaefer Legacy. Um, or even the Legacy 2 with the touchdown. I mean, it's a novel idea, but it never really worked very well. Basically impossible to fix from what I understand. So it ends up being just being a cartridge converter with a lot of extra messy bits. So, you know, Legacy Heritage is a good runner up. I am anxious to take a look at this new Legacy. I think that's where we're going to stop today, but we'll keep chatting here for a minute. I am anxious to see this new Legacy that Schaefer's come out with this steel medium nib. I understand it's quite broad, quite wet. So medium is really kind of like a broad. It's kind of like a signature pen, and it's in that sub 300 price point, which I have to laugh because a lot of people are like giving Schaefer grief. Oh well, I ought to have a gold nib, but people are all day long are buying Estherbrook SDs and Franklin Christophs and Edisons and everything under the sun with for $200 or more with the steel nib, right? I mean, and it's a Yovo nib, right? All these other pens, and with the Legacy, you get the inlaid nib, and it's beautiful. And I mean, yeah, it's black. I mean, and the market, I just have to chuckle at the marketing on it. Oh, something, I forget what they say about it, something new or not redesigned, but yeah, it's only a medium right now. Supposedly fine nib is coming. Supposedly gold nibs are coming. I have heard it is a good nib, but I have to scoff at the marketing, and now I got to see if I can remember. Let me see if I can find it here. What do they say here? Survival, Classic Reborn. Wow, they don't even have that goofiness on the Schaefer Legacy on the Schaefer page. But it was like, rethought or, something like that. You tried one, Hans? Is it nice? That's nice. Um, yeah, you pay $400 for a pen with a steel nib. It better be at least at very, very minimum a custom grind of some sort. You try the Everline. You mean the Eversharp redo? Yeah, we used to carry the Wall Eversharps. Most of them tend to be in that unicorn barf baton range of pens too. It seems. Yeah, unicorn bar. Yeah, the Eversharps were okay. They were decent. I didn't really like the Deco band. I didn't really like it. Um, yeah, the Skyline. Yeah, the Skylines were fine. I had one for a long time. It was a cool pen. It was actually it was a one of one. It was the Technique in blue aluminum with palladium trim. It was super cool. It was really cool. They didn't actually make that pen, but Sid made it for me. I liked that one. It was good. Uh, the Deco band just is too big, too heavy, way too expensive, and a mushy nib. Reminded me of that palladium nib that used to be in the Viscontis. That was just why does every nib have to be flexible? It doesn't have to be. Yeah, it was huge. It was like a nightstick. The oh fudge, my memory's flaking on me. What came after the Deco band, the smaller one? Signature. What do they call that? I forget what that was. It was nice. That was a nice pen. I was tempted to buy it. It was about 2/3 the price. You preferred the first release? Oh, the Equipoise. Yeah, yeah. Was that it? Was that what they were called? First release that were made in Italy, not so much these new aluminum ones with steel nib. Yeah, I mean, they're okay. They're okay. They just kind of overstayed. I think they overstayed their welcome. There was like not much new coming around, and we just kept pushing the same old Skyline. when we were waiting for the Doric, and the Doric, I think it eventually came out, but I was out. I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this. People are paying like, what were those, like 1,200 for the deco bands? I mean, 800 to 1,200 for them. Nuts, just nuts. Anyway, all right. Well, it's about 4. I have to go start packing again. Hopefully this will be my last bit of packing to move to the warehouse until Sunday. Tonight I will try to turn off my camera like I didn't do on Monday. But anyway, thanks everyone for joining. We should be on schedule tomorrow, probably even be a little early. And we'll go from there. Thanks, Slumberland. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Hans, have a great night. Yeah, enjoy the moving. Yeah, well, I'll send you pictures. So anyway, thanks everyone. Have a great evening, great morning, great afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Be kind, be well, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.